Poverty is a global issue that affects millions of people all around the world. In this video, we wanted to understand how people see poverty by asking questions to passers-by in the street. But we did not stop there. To have a window view, Remy in Vietnam and Manaka in Morocco also collected testimonies about poverty in their countries. This helps us compare different realities and better understand the challenges people face around the world. What are the causes of poverty? How does it affect daily life? We asked this question to the people, and here are their answers.
Hello, can you present yourself, please?
Hello, I'm Dr. Pratima Sambaji,
Yep.
and I'm a lecturer at the University of Strathclyde.
Okay, so can I ask you some question about poverty?
Yes.
Do you think some regions of Scotland are more affected than others?
Yes, there are some regions in Scotland that have got different type of economic environment, socio-economic environment. Right now we are in Glasgow. Glasgow itself is very divided. Okay, so we have the richest part of Glasgow is the west end of Glasgow and around the city here. But if you go south of Glasgow and north of Glasgow, it's very different. So in those regions, people have like social housing and there's not enough facilities and schools, for example, for children. So it's very different. And if you go further north of Scotland, you may find some of those same types of regions where the industries, the factories that were there don't exist anymore. So people have lost jobs, but they've never been able to become active in work again. So these are some of the areas. There are actually a lot of zones in Scotland that are called low socioeconomic zones.
All right. And I have a second question. So what impact does poverty have on education and the future of young people in Scotland?
It has a big impact because if you're poor, in Scotland, even if the government is trying to provide equal access to everybody, right, from the age of 3 till at least university, it is still very difficult for someone who is poor to think about even going to university, because university, although in Scotland university is free for Scottish Scottish students, there's still other costs involved, right? So a lot of times if you're poor, you may drop out of school after secondary education, and then you need to find a job. So poverty definitely influences education and the amount of time and resources that someone has. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for responding to the question, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aujourd'hui, au Maroc, près de 5 millions de personnes vivent sous le seuil de la pauvreté, un chiffre alarmant qui touche particulièrement les zones rurales et les quartiers les plus défavorisés. Malgré les efforts du gouvernement et des associations, la pauvreté reste un défi majeur. Dans cette vidéo, nous allons voir les principales causes de cette pauvreté, les initiatives mises en place pour la combattre et comment l'éducation peut être un levier puissant pour aider les populations les plus vulnérables. Les inégalités entre les zones rurales et urbaines sont l'un des premiers facteurs de la pauvreté au Maroc. Dans les campagnes, l'accès à l'eau, à l'électricité et aux infrastructures de base reste limité. De nombreuses familles peinent à subvenir à leurs besoins essentiels. Un autre facteur clé est le chômage, notamment chez les jeunes diplômés. Le manque d'opportunités pousse certains à quitter leur pays ou à accepter des emplois précaires. Mais l'un des défis majeurs reste l'accès à l'éducation. L'abandon scolaire est encore trop fréquent, notamment chez les filles en milieu rural.
Bonjour, mon nom est Samia Tounzi, je suis responsable du bureau de la vie associative à ESCA École de Management à Casablanca au Maroc. Alors aujourd'hui, pour répondre un peu à votre question, qui est celle de comment on permet justement à des enfants défavorisés d'accéder à l'éducation, et bien tout simplement, on répond parfaitement aux goal de développement durable numéro 4, le SDG 4. Donc, alors, premièrement, à travers des collectes de livres, de fournitures, à l'approche justement des grandes occasions, notamment à la rentrée scolaire, mais aussi en milieu d'année. C'est aussi la possibilité justement d'aller distribuer tous ces livres, tous ces cahiers, toutes ces histoires, etc., qui peuvent leur permettre justement d'accéder à l'éducation, comme on a dit, mais aussi d'animer des ateliers éducatifs. Ça peut être justement des ateliers d'écriture, ça peut être des ateliers de jeux ludiques, ça peut être également des ateliers artistiques, créatifs. Et donc tout ça, ça permet justement à ces enfants d'associations défavorisées de pouvoir franchir un pas et justement de permettre justement à nos étudiants de les aider à vaincre cette pauvreté et puis à vaincre ce manque d'informations.
Des associations locales comme INSAF, SOS Village d'enfants, Baïti, Al-Amal travaillent chaque jour pour fournir du matériel scolaire, des repas et un accompagnement éducatif. Enfin, le microcrédit et l'entrepreneuriat social permettent aussi à de nombreuses familles de gagner en autonomie financière. L'éducation est un des leviers les plus puissants pour sortir durablement de la pauvreté, mais malgré ces efforts, de nombreux défis restent à relever pour garantir un avenir meilleur aux générations futures.
Hello, so today we will speak about poverty with Sunny. So I have 5 questions to speak about this. So can you briefly introduce yourself and tell us how you perceive poverty in Vietnam today?
Okay, I'm an industrial management student, like sophomore year at Ho Chi Minh University of Technology. And like about your topic about poverty in Vietnam, I think like due to like according to Vietnam is now like developing countries, but they're also facing some problem about poverty, especially in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi both. Because the high price of living costs to like a lot of people that don't have enough education or quality to work, and they will have the low quality of living and like because the low income. So that's why it happens a lot in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So secondly, in your opinion, what are the main causes of poverty in Vietnam?
I think the problem would be, like migration policies. There are a lot of people who want to move to Ho Chi Minh City, but like they don't have enough, like housing. They don't have enough like land to build an apartment or house to live in, and maybe some like low income and like they don't get enough like education to work in this, because now there's a lot of multinational companies, so they require more quality from the workers. So yeah, that's why.
Thank you very much. And how does poverty affect the daily lives of those impacted?
Of course, because like if you don't have enough money to pay for like healthcare or housing, like we will be less low quality of life. Like we can't like live in the accommodation that is good for our health and our we can't eat the food we want, like we can't eat a nutrition food like that. So how can be safe for our life, not just for working, and so that's why I think.
And are there any effective solutions implemented by the government or local organization to fight poverty?
I think now like the government still get like some wages and like extra cashes for them, but like on the other hand, I think they still have more like straightforward to the people in necessity, not just like just give the middle. And so I think like they should be more clarified that the specific scholarship for specific like identification.
Okay. And as a Vietnamese citizen, what solution would you like to see in place to improve the solution?
For me, I think I still like should raise people awareness, because like sometimes it's not because of like they can't be rich, but like they don't want to be rich. They don't want they just want to rely on the other people. They just want to rely on the government, and they don't want to study, and they teach their children don't want to study too. So I think the problem is like their mindset. They don't want to change. So like how can the work and how can the living accommodation can be better. So yeah, it's because of their problem. So I think we must raise their awareness first if we want to do another movement.
It's an interesting point of view. Thank you very much, Sunny.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.